Twin flame journey is over for some of you. If you're new to this YouTube channel and you're confused by why I'm saying that, the twin flame journey is not over for you. So just keep watching my Monday twin flame coaching videos. You've got a lot of work ahead of you. Go to my True Twin Flame Teachings playlist and check out the free content. There's also a free masterclass. I'll link it down below for you that you can watch. I've got free resources. I've got affordable paid resources. I'm the world's #1 twin flame coach. So don't worry about it. If you just kind of started, if you're still confused about twin flames, just use me. Seriously, I am a very valuable resource. I've got a bunch of free stuff. I've got a bunch of paid stuff. Just get plugged in to my twin flame coaching systems. Now, this video is for everybody else. You've been on my YouTube channel. I just hit 100,000 subscribers not that long ago. And I said, you know what? Most of the people that are on this channel, probably they've been here for a couple of years. I mean, there's people, I started this channel 6 years ago. And I'm going to start making a series of videos where at the beginning, I'm going to do this little spiel for about a minute where I'm going to explain why I'm making these videos and how I'm not saying that this is the end of the twin flame stuff on this channel. What I am saying is a lot of you guys, you've been here for a long time, 5-6 years, some of you, and you're like so over the twin flame thing because either you got your twin flame to come back or you didn't, but either way, you heard me when I said, this is your spiritual awakening. You got the message and you said, fuck it, I'm going to go out there and remember myself as a creator, remember myself as consciousness, and live this amazing, delicious life. That's why I met my twin flame. Thank you, Kurt. I'm clear about that now. Thank you so much. So that's what this series of videos is going to be about. And I think what I'm going to have to do going forward is at the beginning of the video, I'm going to tell you, just skip ahead 1 minute because I think I'm going to have to do this intro every single time because of the new people, right? There's always an influx of new traffic onto my channel, which I love. And I don't want them to be confused by why I'm saying the twin flame journey is over. This is for the rest of you that are like, all right, what's next? Okay, well, what's next? I kind of talked about this on a few of my videos recently. We're going to dig into the meat today. I'm going to give you some meat today. We're going to talk about something I call crabs in a bucket. And what I'm doing right now, while you've been watching my YouTube videos, I am working on an entrepreneurial coaching system. So it's going to be tied in with my manifesting coaching system, Law of Attraction, Manifest Your Dream Life, and my new coaching system, entrepreneurial, I think I'm going to call it Escape the Rat Race, right? Because why wouldn't you? The whole bit about New Earth that you hear on the internet, that's a real thing. It was even talked about in the Bible. I just don't think how that's going to show up, how that's going to manifest. I don't think it's going to be quite the way people think it is, because a lot of the messaging that you get from the general spiritual community about New Earth and how that's going to manifest is, here it comes. It's going to happen. Are you ready? Are you one of the chosen ones? If you were a good little boy, or if you were a good little girl, God's going to pick you and you're going to get to go to the New Earth. No, guys, that's not the way that's going to happen. We need to come back down to the ground here and get real. God, the system of spiritual hierarchy, the powers that be spiritually, the good guys, right? They're not going to just do it for you. Why? Because they don't want to violate your free will. And I think all I have to do is say that, and you're going to have a reality check and be like, oh yeah, that's got to be true. I mean, what I think is going on is consciousness is increasing. Old systems are breaking down. What I do see is like an investment. The spiritual hierarchy, perhaps you could say, is like, all right, guys, all right, humans, we're going to put in 30%. Think of it like an investment, like building a house. And you're down here on Earth going, I want to build a house. And then They go, all right, I'll give you 30%. And you're like, wait a minute, you have to do it for me. I was a good little boy. You should pick me and be nice to me. You're being mean if you're not going to give me 100% of the thing. But the problem with that is you don't learn anything, guys. And they have to violate your free will. You got to do it. So, all right, we're going to increase the consciousness on the planet. That obviously is happening. And we'll go ahead and put 30% down. We're the spiritual hierarchy. We're going to give humans, we're going to give you 30%. You got to put in the other 70%. What does that mean? Well, guys, I think what that means for you is we need to create a new economy. And that kind of is emerging right now. I see Greg Braden talking about that on his YouTube channel a lot. Russell Brand, you know, it's kind of a thing. There's like a new economy emerging of people who want to escape this old wicked system of things, which is crumbling. And side note, if you want to learn more about the wicked system of things and exactly what that is and who controls that, find me over here. I put together an educational program. I think it's 10 or 11 videos. I don't know if you noticed, but I started posting content in there again. So it's another video platform like this one. You're watching me right now talk, right? It's just like this, only it's a different platform. Go here and find me on there. New World All-Star. All-Star is one word, ALLSTAR. And watch my video program over there where I'm starting to offer like the energetic work of how we're going to bring forth the new earth, because there is an element of manifesting to this. There is the energetic work. So we have to be practical about this. Where the analogy about crabs in a bucket comes from, so I said I was going to speak to that in this video, crabs in a bucket. So a lot of people, when they see you succeeding out there, when you're working hard, when you're on your A game, they are going to try to drag you down with them. And I see that actually in the so-called spiritual community a lot. And it comes from many different places. People who are going to try to guilt trip you about making money, or they're going to try to tell you that money is going away and we're going to a barter system. No, we're not. Okay. There might be bartering going on. There could be people doing bartering, but you're never going to get rid of money. And I mean never. And it's because people have this they have these false assumptions about money. I'm going to post down below for you 2 recent videos I made about money and what exactly it is. One of them is The Secrets of the Rich, and the other one is The Truth About Money or something like that. I'll link them down below for you. Guys, money is just the blood of the economy. It's just people have made it into this idol. And that's what the Bible was talking about when it said love of money is the root of all evil. And of course, you know, people, they love to take things out of context. And so what do you hear on the street? What do you hear from Joe Schmo in society about that old saying? Yeah, money is the root of all evil. Guys, they're taking it out of context, right? They're cherry picking the teaching from the Bible. That's not what the Bible even said. It said, the complete sentence in the Bible is, love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not evil. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a medium of exchange. It's when people have made an idol out of it that there's a problem. And again, I'm not going to rehash a lot of that stuff here. Just go watch those 2 videos down below. I want you, again, to get educated about this stuff. I am, again, making a program called Escape the Rat Race. I'm going to start teaching people how to build online businesses, how to escape the rat race. You could also build a brick and mortar business in your community too, if that's more attractive to you based on your skills. Everybody, every single one of you watching, you met your twin flame. What do I do now? Well, everybody's got something to offer. Everybody's got talents and skills. And some of you might be better off as an employee. But the thing is, in the new economy that is going to emerge, that is going to be the basis of New Earth. If you think about it, I'll talk about that in a second. there's going to need to be workers too. So if you're better suited to be a worker, we're going to talk about that too. Maybe you don't want to start a business. It's not for everybody. But the idea is to escape the rat race. Escape the rat race. Escape the rat race, okay? Escape this wicked system of things, which again, I talk about over here. And live a better life. The thing about economics, you guys, is it's just a means of survival. We as physical creatures, we need food and shelter and clothing. We need those things. And one of the first things that is going to emerge from any kind of human activity is some form of economics. And the concept of economics in our modern world has been so perverted and so bastardized to the point where when I see crabs in a bucket grabbing at you, telling you're bad, telling you that you're not spiritual for talking about economics and for acknowledging the importance of economics, I kind of get why they're doing that, because the concept of economics has been so thoroughly bastardized. The only thing that economics is, guys, is a word to describe the thing that happens when humans start helping each other with physical resources. That's all that is, guys. And again, the wicked system, which is crumbling, the old earth systems, they have bastardized the meaning of that. So that's what I see happening, guys. One of the first things that we as a species is going to have to do in the new earth is we're going to have to reinvent the way we do business, the way we do economics, and how we treat each other. And I'm not talking about socialism, and I'm not even talking about capitalism necessarily. I'm talking about an open and free market, and something that even the framers of the Constitution of the United States, they referred to it as natural law, which is based on human rights. And by the way, once again, if you want to learn, like, how do I know what my rights really are? Is it whatever's listed in the Bill of Rights in the US Constitution? Is it whatever in the Magna Carta, Great Britain, right? Is it the Canadian Constitution? What is it? How do you determine what rights are? Right here. It's not arbitrary. It's not whatever you think it is. Like, if you as a person, you're sitting there watching this video and you're going, yeah, I think my rights should be this and this and this. Should it? There is a way to tell what rights are. Okay, and the good news about that is you might have more rights than you think you do. And you definitely have more rights than the system is going to tell you. So I made a video specifically about that, explaining what rights are and where that came from. And human economic activity, people creating goods and services and helping each other to acquire a more comfortable physical life, is all that is, you guys. That's all that is. When you create a great amount of wealth, the things that you can do with it are amazing. You can create like a social safety net, for example, structures to help people when disaster strikes in their life. So there is something to be said about that. Being for free markets does not necessarily mean that you're like anti-socialism or whatever. It's just the powers that be, the nefarious ones, as I call them, they have perverted those ideas. And we've gotten away from ethical systems where we just try to help each other and we cooperate, okay? There's nothing wrong with making money. And again, the crabs in a bucket that are going to try to pull you down, they have taken the blue pill, so to speak. You remember from that movie, The Matrix, there's the blue pill and the red pill? Or another figure of speech that you often hear in American politics is they drank the Kool-Aid, right? Because of the one cult leader, Jim Jones, that had people drink Kool-Aid and they all fucking died. I think it was in the 70s. The guy was nuts. And so somebody that buys into like propaganda, that's what that means. Like, that's what people in the United States, we say that, oh yeah, they drank the Kool-Aid, you know, they drank the the crabs in a bucket Kool-Aid. They drank the whatever Kool-Aid, right? They bought into this bit of propaganda. And all I'm saying here is we should be creating a better life for ourselves. So don't listen to these negative people, you guys. You have the right to go out and produce goods and services for people and be expected to be paid for it and not have to pay 1,000,000,000% in taxes, for example, or whatever it is. You know, you have the right to help people and be paid handsomely for it. There's a lot of money in the world, you guys. There's enough wealth in the world for everybody to live the way that people in the United States do. In one of my previous videos, I said there's enough money in the world to do that. And I got some hate for that because people think money is just dollars. That's not it. Money is wealth. It is value. So I should have said wealth or value. There's enough wealth in the world. There's enough resources and value in the world for everybody to live the way that people do in the United States. And what I mean by that are people that are in like upper middle class and in harmony with the environment too. So don't listen to the crabs in the bucket, guys. You're never going to make them happy. It doesn't matter what you say to those guys. They're always going to be negative. And the analogy crabs in a bucket, in case you don't know what that means, what it's talking about is where anybody that's ever like fished, people who fish for a living, they catch lobster and crabs and fish, and right, you throw a bunch of crabs in a big bucket, and there's always going to be one crab that's like just barely able to reach the rim of the bucket and grab it and try to pull itself out, right? The one crab is trying to pull itself out of the bucket. Well, all the other crabs grab that crab and pull onto it and try to pull it back into the bucket, and they pull it back in. Now, presumably, the other crabs think they're going to get out of the bucket by doing that, but they don't. And that's kind of where that analogy breaks down. But what it looks like to a casual observer is the other crabs are actually going, "No, you fucker, get back in here." And they're pulling the person back in because they're like jealous or whatever, right? They're envious. So don't be afraid to be successful, guys. Again, this video series, what do I do after the twin flame journey? I don't know, go out and live this amazing life. And guys, money solves a lot of problems. We need to stop pretending that money is this evil fucking thing. Money is just a resource, guys. All it is the blood of the economy. Money allows you to do things that you can't do without it. It solves a lot of problems, guys. And everybody should have more of it. That's the problem, is there's people who, again, I'll tell you exactly who they are. Over here, they have names and faces, and they even have published material and have done things where they're telling you exactly what they want to do. And it's so fucking nefarious, I can't even talk about it here. But they hoard all the money, right? So, fuck those guys. We're going to build our own economy and build a new earth. Again, the spiritual hierarchy, they said, hey, we're going to put down 30% on this new earth thing. You guys got to do the rest. You have free will. And if we do it for you, that's no good. You're not going to learn anything out of it. You are the ones that have to do the work. That's the 70%. So get your ass out there and start building something, right? And you can start with your life. You can be a good example to everybody else. This is how you run a business ethically. And again, when I launch my entrepreneurship coaching program, and I don't know if it's going to just be entrepreneurship, we may talk about how to look for jobs, look for employment in the new earth economy. There may be a teaching about that. I have to think about how I'm going to do that. Because again, there's people, I know there's people, they don't want to start a business. There's people that are like, yeah, no, I would rather just have a job. But it would be nice if I could work for a company that's conscious, you know. So we're going to talk about that too. But yeah, escape the rat race, guys. Build a better life for yourself. And don't listen to the people that just want to pull you down. You're never going to satisfy those people. You're never going to make them happy in a million years, guys. And it does help if we have a conversation about the fact that those people are around and they're going to be negative. They're going to be like that. You can't ignore that. You don't want to bypass. Go watch my video about spiritual bypassing. I'll link it down below for you. But, to say, oh, just ignore those people, the crabs in a bucket, just don't even give them any attention. Well, I don't disagree, but what does need to happen is you and I need to talk about it, okay? Because what I see people doing, what I see people falling into is when one of the crabs in the bucket tries to pull you down, it like crushes some people. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I think it is useful to acknowledge that. And again, to surround yourself with successful people. And right here on this YouTube channel, look at me, you guys. I'm doing all right, man. I've got 3 employees. I've got 7,000 students. I'm doing the deal, guys. And I'm doing it ethically. And I'm bringing something of value to people. I'm showing people how to improve their life. This is real, guys, and you can do it too. You can escape the rat race, and we can leave all the naysayers behind. Guys, you're never going to get criticism or people bad-mouthing what you're doing. If you're out there trying to chase excellence and build a better life for yourself, you're never going to get that from somebody that's doing better than you. You're going to get encouragement, okay? You're only going to get the crabs in the bucket treatment from the people that aren't doing as good as you, people that are on a much lower level than you. And again, watch out for the spiritual hipsters. They usually show up looking like a new ager. They say they're spiritual, and they're one of the least spiritual people there. They're one of the fakest. They just want to look hip and cool. They think spiritual is a personality type. And again, this isn't shit talking. This is me being real with you and telling you what to look out for. So we'll be talking about that more in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Be strong out there. Build the life of your dreams. Sign up for my manifesting course. Get started today. Love you guys. See you next time.